Hey, what's up guys, it's Matt from Matt Ventures and this is episode 13, the final episode in our Land Rover Series 3 1984 camper conversion. Now in this episode I'm going to show you all the cool final touches we've done to Lilly to make her into a truly capable off-road machine that is absolutely perfectly comfortable to go out and spend 1, 2 or even more nights camping in. So the first thing I wanted to show you was this. A fully custom made canvas net that goes over the back where usually a cat flap door would go. Now we didn't want to get rid of this tailgate, and fixing up an old cat flap would have been way too much work. So what we did was we went to an upholsterer to get this custom done. We got some military spec canvas, got it sewn into the exact right shape, put a transparent sheet in the middle and got it all to clip on with these pop rivets. Now these just come undone like this, so that means we can take it on and off pretty easily to get in and out of the landy, but things like cats and wind just have to stay out. We also made a potential for it to lock by just putting in these little eyelets here, and these can lock up to these points in the landy, and that makes it so it can be even secure if we want it to be. We can also just unhook this and roll down the back to get some more privacy, and that just comes on and off extremely easily. Of course, on the inside through the transparent plastic you can see that we still have our bed, and we've also installed some speakers. Now I'm just going to go to the front to show you our little stereo system, which I am quite proud of, because for a 1984 Landy it's very weird to have something so relatively high-tech. This stereo over here, which I'm just going to turn on with this little switch, because we couldn't wire it into the ignition for the simple reason that everything's hidden all back there and we just can't get to it, has two speakers. One of them's over there and one of them's over there. I'm going to pause the music because I don't want to get a copyright strike, and I'm just going to show you the stereo. This was a €30 stereo from AliExpress. It came with a remote and we just wired it in really simply. Another one of its cool features is that if we just go into auxiliary input, we have a backup camera. Check this out. We can actually see what's going on behind the Landy to make sure we don't hit anything else when we're trying to park. Now we did install, like I said, a couple of speakers, one there, and we also installed a couple back here underneath the desk. Those are going to act as an amazing sound system, and I'm just going to show you now how awesome the sound is. I definitely need to get on some Creative Commons music though, because I just don't want to get a copyright flag. What we're going to do is we're going to switch this over home and then go into Bluetooth. Now I've got the stuff playing on my phone. You can just hear that music. I can adjust the volume from both my phone and from the volume knob over here. As you can tell, the speaker system is amazing, especially for this Landy. And having that reverse camera that we installed is also a huge plus. I'm just going to show you where we put it now, just so you can see what it looks like. So if we just go out of the Landy here, we are going to see this reverse camera right on the back down here. That is the little tiny camera which we mounted kind of temporarily, and that is going to allow us to see behind us while we're driving. Now, of course, we did a lot of other stuff this Landy. We have the 50-litre water tank, we have the lights with the isolated house battery, and these things all just add up together to make what is now an epic camper. Now, of course, we still have a few things to work on, and that's why while Elle and I are going to go traveling sometime this year, so just watch out for that, we need to work on the rust. Rust is a huge problem with Land Rovers, and as you can see over here, and if we look even underneath, you'll be able to see a little bit of problem areas. So what we've decided to do is take this Landy to a guy who is going to help us out. He's going to fix it up in his own time. We're going to be away for about 6 months, and in that time he's going to pretty much fix up all of our little problems. That's going to be a huge help when it comes to getting everything in full working order in a way that is really off-road capable, because right now I'm still a little bit scared that, you know, a few things might break apart or fall off as we're driving, even though I'm very confident in driving with her as she is, but maybe not for off-roading and hardcore stuff like that. So hopefully within the next year she's going to be in tip-top shape, ready to go on a lot of new adventures. I hope you've seen the transformation in Lilly as it's been happening over the last year, and I would also like to just now take the time to thank everyone who helped out in this project. First of all, I'd like to thank Big Matt, who gave us a huge sponsorship when it came to equipment. They gave us a voucher from their store, and that's where I got to buy a lot of the awesome tools and equipment I needed to make Lily what she is now. I got the angle grinder, which you saw me go crazy with. I got a lot of tools basically that I just didn't have because I'm not really a mechanical person, so I did need to buy a lot of things from the start, a lot of things that most people have, and those were really useful, and I'm just going to start building up my tool set from there. So thanks Big Matt for that. And I'd also like to thank a few more people. There's Breeze, who gave Lily a thorough cleaning, got rid of all the muck and grime of her multiple years of being a farm truck, which left her in quite the state, and now she's clean enough that even my mother would ride in her. So that's pretty awesome. Thank you so much to them. I'd also like to thank Big Matt, not the guy, not the store, for helping me. He's a wizard when it comes to wires, and he helped me to do pretty much all of the electrics of Lily. We cleaned up pretty much, even in here, we cleaned up all the wires that were pretty much a rat's nest, and he helped so much to make everything work. Even when the indicators weren't working, the lights weren't working, we just sorted that out in almost no time with a few trips to Matt's garage. Next, I'd like to thank Colin Falson. Colin runs a Land Rover company here in Malta. He sells, restores, and has parts. Falson Land Rovers is the company. He specializes in this sort of thing, and he helped me to procure some of the tougher parts to find. I've got a few parts that are really difficult and that are almost impossible or either really expensive, and he's helped me get them from old scrap Land Rovers. He's also helped me find this roof, which basically changed the whole space inside Lily from that truck cab and homemade roof. This has given her a lot more space and direct access from the sleeping area to the cab area, which has helped me out substantially. So thank you very much to Colin. And the last person I'd like to thank is Elle. Now, what you might not see is that Elle and I have paid equally for this Land Rover. We split this project 50-50. It's not just my Land Rover, it's our Land Rover. We've bought it together, we're working on it together, we're making the decisions together. So I'd like to thank her, even though she's not in these videos as much because this is sort of my thing, my channel, but the Land Rover is ours. So it's our project that we're working on together. It's something that we're both very proud of. So thanks so much to Elle for helping and giving her support and being an equal partner in this epic project. Now, I hope I'll see you in the next season and on my other adventures. So take care. If you like the video and like the effort I've put into this, please make sure to leave a like, maybe leave a comment telling me what you want to see next. That really helps me out. I'll be super happy to see it. So take care, and I'll see you on the next adventure.